Hi Aries, welcome back. Alright guys, don't forget to click on that like button. Let's get into the spirit. Give us a clear, concise message here for Aries. What's going on in Aries' energy? And what should we know here? First card out is the Three of Wands in reverse. So there's definitely something... Oh, okay. Let me see. Tell me more about the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay, so you might have an Aquarius. Somebody who doesn't want you to take a chance, doesn't want you to move on. Somebody that doesn't want you to see what's down the road from you. They don't want you to see what's going on around you. Now, you're coming into this reading as a high priestess. So, yes. And then when you have the strength card verifying you as well. So, and you have the Knight of Cups. So, you have courage. Not only that, but you understand things that this person does not understand. And this is why this person's trying to come in and be a fool and make a fool of themselves, right? Trying to stop you or trying to prevent you from moving on or preventing you from planning things out for your future. Wow, so you're building something up for yourself. Something's growing in your life. Something's coming together. It could be finances, could be a relationship. But something is definitely coming together. Something's building up for you here. Tell me more about the Knight of Cups in reverse, Spirit. Okay, so you have intuitive strength here. And somebody around you appears to be jealous about this. And it's not just that, but you have a way of loving people. And not just that, but I see here that you have a way of seeing right through people as well. So what I'm hearing, Aries, is that you can read a person like that. Boom. Like a drop in a hat. Like you could see them, size them up, and know what they're all about. You did this to this person. And you know what I mean? Like you did this to this person. You sized them up. You understood that this person was not what they seemed. You might have tried to advise this person or give them some kind of good advice. Maybe you try to nurture this person in some kind of way. You try to help this person because it's your nature. And because of that, this person feels resentful. Now, some people don't want help. And it's not really because this person is taking it like an insult. Because to tell you the truth, it could have been anybody asking this person if they needed help or anybody offering help to this person. And it would not have made any difference. They probably would have taken the help from somebody else, but not from you. It's because it's you, okay? It's because of you. And it's because of you coming out as a high priestess. So they understand that you are a higher being. There's jealousy. Definitely. I just said it, right? There's jealousy here. This person is jealous. That's their problem. They're jealous of you. So here you are coming to them, asking them, hey, you need some money, you need some help, or maybe not money, but you offered something to them. And it looks like counseling or advice, okay? It could have been money as well. Okay, so let's keep going here. So it looks like you have showed more, I want to say more compassion toward this person than anybody else has. And more patience with this person than anybody else has. And they resent you for it, which is mind-boggling. It looks like you were a blessing to this person, but they did not want to accept it. Something might have happened at a party. So something happened at a party or a gathering, but it looks like a party. Something happened at a party. Maybe somebody said something or somebody spoke up, said some kind of truth at a party. Let's see, this one to come out as well. Oh. Ah. Okay. So there it is. So somebody spoke up. Somebody spoke up, Aries. Somebody spoke some kind of truth. This could be a mother figure. But this person spoke up. And that person is taking it like a huge betrayal. And now they can't get it out of their head. They can't stop listening to what that person said. They're taking it like a betrayal. Like you did something terrible to them. Even though you didn't do anything. All you were doing was trying to help them. And you were trying to be a gift. You were not trying to be a gift, but you were a gift to this person. And this person is like taking it really wrong. Now they're acting all butthurt about a situation because an earth sign or an air sign said something at a gathering, and it's like it pushed that person over. And now this person is staying up late at night thinking about the whole situation, and it looks like they're pointing the finger at you, like you said something or you did something. Yeah. And you know what else I'm getting? It's like they're pointing a finger at you and they're saying like, how dare you say that I should have growth in my life, or some kind of growth in some maybe money or something like that. Like they should get their life together or something. It's like you might not have said those exact words, but they're insinuating like that's what you meant, right? Or at least that's how they're taking it. And this is why they're running it through their head like, they're old enough to live their life and they're old enough to make their own decisions now. This person could be a user, okay? Like possibly use people, yes, but also using illegal substances. Maybe they drink a little too much, and it's like they wake up to bake up. That's what I'm hearing. They wake up to bake up, and their judgment might be off a little because they're always high. That's what I'm hearing. And I think for one of you, that's the situation. Like this person is always high, and they don't see things clearly. They basically see what they want to see. And right now, what they want to see is that you're the enemy because somebody spoke up and said, hey, you should listen to Aries. You should pay attention to what Aries is saying. Something like that, right? And this person is taking it all wrong. Now they're up. Ooh, yes, they're becoming vengeful, I would say, because they feel like how dare you. They think that you spoke about them or you talked about them. They think that you gossiped about them, which you did no such thing. Okay, you did no such thing. The reason why I know you didn't do no such thing is because you're busy doing your own thing in your own life. What they have going on in their life is the last thing that's on your mind right now. So this person thinks that like you're thinking about them, but you're not. You're busy doing your own thing. You're healing, possibly, doing your own healing, but you're definitely doing other things in your own life, building something up for yourself. So you're building on something that's going to bring you stability and independence. Okay, there you go. That's what it is. It's just jealousy. And this person just cannot take that, you said it. It came from you, of all people. It's like this person sees you, Aries, and they're thinking, wow, Aries got their life together. And it's like a slap in the face. How dare you come and tell them anything? You know? But you weren't. You were just being loving. You were being caring. You were just trying to help. And this person is not taking it very well at all. This person is definitely planning something here, Aries, okay? Because they see that you are building something up for yourself. They know that you are building up something for yourself. They might have heard it down the road. Maybe you have freed yourself out of a situation, found some kind of peace in your life or some kind of structure in your life, and they know it. Something that you're doing is going to pay off for you, and they know it. Okay, so what does that have to do with this person? Like, what does that have to do? It's making them sick. It's making them sick. It's making them sick that you're getting something. And you know what? So that means these other two people have been talking about something that you're doing. An air sign and an earth sign. They're saying something about what you're doing and what you're up to. They have knowledge about what you're doing and what you're up to. Or they have some knowledge. Maybe not everything, right? Maybe they don't know everything, but they know some things. And it's making this person upset. Justice. So this person feels like you need to correct something or you need to fix something in their life. Why? What is this? Because of the Eight of Coins. I asked Spirit why, and they said the Eight of Coins. So because of something that you mastered, something that you worked really hard for, something that you focused all your attention on. Maybe you are so busy just working, Aries, trying to keep up with things. And this person is seeing you and they feel like you owe them because of it. That you need to correct something for them because of your mastery, something that you're getting good at, something that you're building for yourself. That doesn't even make sense. But you know what? I'm going to tell you something. When people are not thinking straight, the things that they get upset about or the things that they hold against you might not make sense. And that's what's happening here. Apparently, you becoming a master at something or you becoming really skilled at something, they feel like it's a slap in the face to them, you know? This is so bizarre. This is a very, very bizarre person. I think you've been dealing with this person possibly for a long time. So maybe this person is a family member. You have the Three of Cups coming out in this reading 2 times already. You know what, Aries? You're gonna have a reasons to celebrate. Somebody here might also be throwing a party or some kind of gathering together. You might be working at getting somebody like people together, maybe having a family reunion. That's what I'm picking up on. So you're like gathering people together. See, you know what it is? It's because you're the doer. If you notice back here, you also are coming out in this reading as the King of Wands. That's your energy. So because you're also that's your energy, you're the person who gets things done. So you're the person that it has the influence on people to get things done. And that could be another reason why this person is jealous of you. But you're going to have a reason to celebrate. So, and this person feels like they're entitled to something that you're building for yourself, or they feel like it's cheating them because you're building something for yourself. And you know what, too, Aries? That explains why this other couple here were talking about you. Not bad. They were talking like in your defense or talking something to this person about you, like, oh, you should be more like Aries. That's what I'm hearing. And you know why? It's because something that you're doing, they're supporting it. These two are supporting whatever it is that you're doing. So you have their support. You have two people who want to see you do well. And that could also be why this person's so upset, because they're feeling like, why aren't they supporting them? See, they're not looking at it like they're not doing anything. They're not focusing on anything. They're not learning anything. They're not striving for a better tomorrow. You know what I mean? But they're still sitting there like, oh, well, how come how come the aunties aren't supporting me, right? It could be aunties, whoever these two are. But they're looking at it like, oh, why couldn't they support them? But they're not doing anything. Support them to do what? They're not doing anything. Maybe if they got up and actually showed some initiative, these two would be like, hey, yeah, do that, right? Maybe if they got up and did something for themselves and showed that they had some kind of desire to have a better life, then these two would be supporting them. But they're not doing anything. This is somebody who expects things to just be handed to them. And then they get mad because they see somebody like you who's gone through something. You've gone through something. You've gone through something in your life. Maybe even homelessness. Maybe bankruptcy. You've gone through some kind of hell in your life and you have finally got yourself out of it. You pulled yourself out of a hole. And I'm hearing this time you're not going to fall for that hole again. Like whatever led you into falling into that hole in your life, right? Whether it be bankruptcy or the loss of your housing or the loss of your home, whatever it was, right, that you fell into. Like I'm hearing this time around, you're not going to go to that again. You're changing things up in your life. It's like lesson learned. Lesson learned. And this person would be smart to listen to you because you have knowledge that you could share and that would help this person. This person could be an Aquarius. This person could be Cancer, Pisces, or a Scorpio. This person could also be a Libra or a Gemini. Okay, because I'm also seeing that over here as well. Or they could have that in their chart. The thing is that this person is so angry and so upset because they see you having reasons to celebrate and they're going to see you being happy and getting support from people and people looking up to you and being there for you, and that this person wants some kind of, They feel like they need justice. So I do feel like this person is going to be taking you to court, at least for one of you. And it might be something very frivolous, I'm hearing. And it's because this person really does believe that they have a court case against you, but they don't. The judge is going to see right through it. I just want you to know. Like, the judge is going to see right through it. Everybody in the courtroom is going to see right through it. How ridiculous this claim is that this person's trying to do. It reminds me of this woman who took her neighbor to court to sue him because he was cooking dinner in his apartment. Yeah. And she thought she should win, right? So it's something very frivolous like that. Like, this person's going to send you to court, take you to court, waste your time and energy, and waste everybody's time and energy for nothing because they're spoiled and they want everything their way. This is somebody definitely taught this person the wrong thing. Let's just put it that way. Somebody taught this person the wrong thing about life. Some people are not prepared for life. You know, some people are not prepared to be independent adults in our society because their parents spoil them way too much, give them whatever they want, and they're not able to function in our society because they are expecting things to be free. They're expecting to sit on the sofa all day and, be able to have that nice car. And they're expecting to not put any work into something, but get a whole lot out of it. I've seen people where I used to go and work at the concession stand at a baseball field, right? And we would get people to come in, right? And there was always that one person who was like they didn't want to do their job. Like, they didn't want to do a job at all. Like, they were so slow. We would be doing like already 4 orders, out the door, and that one is still working on the first one because they were like, "Well, I'm not gonna kill myself for no $4 an hour," because back then, um, I think back then pay minimum, well, it wasn't minimum wage, but back then, $4 was pretty good money. But to this person, they were like, "Oh, well, I'm not going to kill myself over $4." And we would be already on the fifth order, and this person was still on their first order. And the person that was waiting for their orders looking at them like, "Are you serious?" And they would get mad. They would want their money back and be like, "Never mind, I'll go somewhere else." They would just finally get fed up. And that person was like, "Oh, well," and nobody wanted to get in their lane. Nobody wanted to be in their line, right? It reminds me of that. This person reminds me of that. Like, they feel like whatever work that they do is so significant that it should be like applauded, or they swept the floor and they expect this huge applause, and maybe they expect mariachi to come out and start singing for them or something, right? They're expecting this huge celebration because, they did something like, so media, something that we all do every day, and nobody expects a huge reward for it, right? And that's what I'm seeing here. So this person, it's going to come out in court. People are seeing it. As a matter of fact, these two aunties, it looks like, I don't know why I keep saying aunties. Maybe they're your aunt. I don't know. But these two aunties, they definitely let this person know what you're up to. And they're letting that person know that they should have been appreciative of the advice that you gave them, or whatever it is that you said to them. Like, they should be thankful. But that's not how they're taking it at all. As a matter of fact, this person is taking it like a nightmare that you even said something to them. All right, let's see if there's anything else. Is there anything else here that Aries needs to know about that person? Yeah. Aries, I think this person is going to cause problems for you, possibly in your family or with your aunts, if these are your aunties, because I keep saying aunties. They might be trying to turn people against you in your community. And it's all about relieving stress on themselves. It looks like they just don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Like, they just don't want to do it. This is a very, very lazy person. Okay? Like, I don't know where I'm getting this from, but like, I heard that this person did something to themselves. Like, they hurt themselves on purpose. Like, they hurt their foot, or they hurt their wrist, or they hurt their hand, or they hurt a limb in a very shocking way that you wouldn't think that this person would do that to themselves, like maybe slamming the door on their hand, or they did something insane where they hurt themselves so they wouldn't have to work. So they would have an excuse not to have to work. Yeah. That's what I'm getting in my third eye. Okay. And that's what I'm getting here. Like they want people to see you and see them, but they don't want people to realize how lazy they are. And how, what's the word? Incompetent. Yeah. Rings a bell. Yeah. Incompetent that they are, right? See, the thing is that with you showing your courage and strength and being able to pull yourself up, see, it doesn't matter how many times you fall down. It's about how many times you get up. It's not how many times you fail. It's about how many times you keep trying, right? That's one thing that this person has heard so many times, but they still don't get it. Like it's not registering in their head, right? They hear it, they might even repeat it to other people, right? Like if they're trying to like be a boss or they're trying to like act like they are something that they're not, right? They might say this to somebody else, but the real meaning of it is like they don't want to recognize it because they know if they recognized it, then they wouldn't have an excuse for being a bum, basically. Anyways, Aries, keep going. You're showing that you're putting a lot of effort into something. You're putting a lot of time into something. You are staying very consistent about something that you're doing or what you're working on, and you are going to get success. And you are going to have people around you support you and celebrate what it is that you're doing. Like people are going to be celebrating with you about your success because you have success coming. This has been coming out quite a bit in your readings lately, like a lot. You know, I've noticed that like a lot in your reading. Success, success, success. So, Aries, right now it's the time to hit the iron while it's hot because apparently things are lining up for you, you know, where you're going to have the success that you've been wanting. It seems like in every reading I've been doing lately, you're having some kind of success going on. You know, so it could be different kinds of success, but it looks like it's a consistent thing in your reading where you're having success, whether it be spiritual in a relationship, money wise, or career. This looks like it has something to do with a career, which is different than having a job. Okay, there, you can have a job. I have a job. You have a job, but there's a total difference between having a job and having a career because a career is something that you build on and you keep getting better and better at it. Where a job is where you put in your hours and then you get paid and you take your money home because you sell them your time and effort of doing a job specifically for them, right? It's a total different thing. Here, it's showing like a career. So, something that you're working on or doing is going to be something that you're going to be recognized for in the future, and it's going to turn into a career for you. This person doesn't want to see it, but they know it. Okay? They know that you're heading to something that's going to end up being a career. Anyways, it looks like they want to prevent people from talking to you. They want to get people to like turn their back on you. Could be family members. So do be expecting this person to be gossiping or saying things about you behind your back because they are taking this as a personal attack on them because of the fact that you were trying to give them some good advice. Okay. Even though these two over here are telling them, hey, you should listen to Aries, you know, they don't want to hear that. So they're going to go off and tell other people who don't know what's going on, you know, like maybe extended family or something like that, right? But they definitely want to like paint a bad picture of you to these people. So do be aware of that. And of course, your actions will always speak louder than words, right? But then there's always going to be those flying monkeys. And I'm seeing this person as being a very immature person. So, you know what? Could be a narcissist. Maybe for one of you, okay? Because the whole fact that this person's trying to get flying monkeys. Hmm. And it's more just to like make you feel bad about yourself or make you feel like you're the bad person or whatever it is, right? Anyways, Aries, thank you for joining me. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this reading. This is what's going on. Keep being your loving self, you know. This person might have gone through a breakup recently, and that might be another reason why they're mad at you. Just letting you know. You know, maybe they went through a breakup recently, and it looks like, you know, they just keep making the worst decisions for themselves over and over again. There's nothing you could do about that, you know. Anyways, you love this person, whoever this person is. You genuinely care, at least. You genuinely care about this person. So, but they don't see that. And you know what? They probably won't see that until another 10, 20 years down the road. And then they'll look back and be like, damn, Aries was the only person that told me something. Aries was the only one that said something to me. Then they'll see it back, at that time. But right now, they're not going to see it. Okay? All right, guys. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Catch me in the next one. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.